March.
Yeah,
it's May sometime, if I recall.
They are super close. It is May 10th through 12th, so less than a month away.
I definitely won't be able to make that, unfortunately.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah, that would end on my birthday then.
Derp.
That is so weird.
What are you doing, Cider? Can they hear us?
They can.
Can.
Yeah, they can hear us. Sorry, So you know that I like Saga, and it's a really good comic book. But they found out recently that the most recent issue had something in it that was like, whoa, like very graphic something in it. And I thought it was kind of weird. Like, they do some really like explicit stuff inside of there, but I was frankly explicit. And then I find out exactly what was put in it, and that the comic itself was taken off of iTunes for a period of time because it features
adult things,
stallions being stallions.
Yes, clearly. See,
yeah, it's and actually, so
that
weird.
Was Comixology derping up pretty hard. It wasn't Apple.
Yeah, it's that comic is really good though.
Yeah,
it is.
Speaking of comics, Fred Perry this is totally pre-show nonsense, but Fred Perry
of Gold Digger,
who's been doing Gold Digger since
the
time. I'm like, how long has he been doing it? Probably over, let's see, the first issue, as I go over to the Antarctic Press website, was July 1993. So this comic's probably older than some of you people listening.
Wow.
And there are 199 free PDF issues of this super wacky anime ripoff adventure comic.
It's got a cheetah lady.
And a bunch of other people and mechas and crazy stuff like that. And it's free to download in PDF form. So maybe you guys would be interested. I know that I found that comic way back in the day, and I have probably about 50, 60 issues of it. But now I have all of them in PDF form. Yay!
I really should get into comics more. I mean, my experience in that is solely limited to Calvin and Hobbes, and I probably have like 10 books of those, but that's all I've ever gone for comics. It doesn't even really count.
Oh, Sandy, one quick thing for something I'm doing now. People who are asking if we can put the duck in the stream, just look at the video. I have the link right there.
Quack quack.
We've now made it super easy to reach the duck.
Yes. But they have to type in derpy.me/avbhv
with capital H and capital V.
Yeah, and it's case sensitive.
I know.
Don't you understand how hard that is?
You could if you type in something wrong, you could get something horrific. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Who knows?
That sounds terrible.
You're risking life and limb on the internet.
I'm afraid for my life.
Yep.
Your internet limbs are in danger.
So I'm actually going to put that as a cool thing because I don't know how long it's still going to be going, but Gold Digger is a very long running series that I quite enjoy. I actually have like a super early issue that has the little ticket in it, like the first issue contest where it's like send it in and you could win Gold Digger forever. It's like, this is from 1993, so are they really going to give you forever? And I wonder if the person who won that contest is still getting issues today.
Stop it! Jeez, I don't even like comics anymore.
They're like 45, and they're like, these dang cheetah lady comics keep showing up.
I don't want these.
I want it in.
I get all these. She runs fast. I get it. Oh man, Kevin Smith is Sandy's spirit animal, and I look like the protagonist on Clerks. I really wasn't supposed to be here today. Nope. Actually, I'm here, supposed to be here every day.
All day, every day, AC. Don't you understand that we need to be producing more content? 2 hours a week is simply not enough.
Then let's hire more. Then let's hire more people and make them do other stuff.
Then we'd have to have our own network, and that's hard.
As I was saying, as I was saying, Sandy, a while back, Bronyville Radio, BVR, the Beaver.
Yeah.
See, I even thought of like a really cute OC they could go with it. She's kind of like a sandy brown or like a reddish kind of brown, but she's got like she could buck tooth in the front. It'd be so mega cute. Oh God, man. Tetra's in the stream. We're gonna get the logo right now.
Yep.
And her name's Beverly.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to imagine a beaver pony, and it's not working in my head.
Well, it's not like a beaver pony. It's just a pony with like
buck teeth.
Yeah. Well, just kind of
just brown and
the Beaver. BVR. I am a sucker for acronyms.
Of course.
Lost Peg Assist.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie dressed as a beaver once.
Yep.
That's right.
True. Though, to be honest, our spirit animals still very much are Lyra and Bon Bon. If we had to, as much as Derpy Hooves News has Derpy, Equestria Daily has Trixie, we are Lyra and Bon Bon.
Yep.
With me making all sorts of silly voices, and I guess you like hands.
Yes. And humans, apparently.
Yeah.
Humans are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're all right.
I don't get it. I'm just gonna do another silly voice.
You didn't put those in your bag.
Never heard of her. There.
Let's see. And where? Oh
God! Beaver attacks and kills man in Belarius. Oh.
That sounds beautiful. Maybe. The only thing that would make it better if it was a Canadian man.
No, Canadian man would put them. Would take care of them real quick.
Yeah, man, those Canadians.
Yeah, what's up with them?
I don't even know.
Florida man does whatever Florida man can.
Ugh.
Fights the gator, doesn't win. Florida man. All right, so I believe we should probably get started. It's 12:15. We are operating on Brony Standard Time, apparently.
Well, if you remember, Brony Standard, I've actually come to the conclusion that Equestria actually is kind of like India, where they're 30 minutes off.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
So it makes sense that there's some, we actually are consistently early.
Yes,
based on that.
So, one final question before we get started, AC. What the heck happened to last week's episode? Why is it 18 minutes long?
April Fools? No. The reason it's 18 minutes long is that because the show is so visual, because we have so much going on, and in some cases it's very distracted, we decided simply to cut the news and up to the point that Amy plays her song. So that's the reason that it's 18 minutes, but I'm putting I'm having a friend, Mr. D-Loop, cut up the 12 hours of video, and we're going to post all those on YouTube.
Okay, that makes more sense, because I was like, we had good talk with Peter and
yeah. Those are totally going to get posted. It's just that is going to come out in a little bit. I am actually uploading the 2 gig file to our friend to just slice it into hour segments instead of just trying to be like, here's a 12 gig. Or no, here's a 12-hour file, YouTube, and people just go, I can only digest like an hour of this at a time. So,
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was only 2 gigs for the entire 12 hours, which it's of course not very high res, but man, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a lot of videos on my computer, and they're all like 400 megabytes for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I think that was simply for space and what we could render because we were playing games, managing servers and everything on my basic Comcast connection. So you do what you can, sacrifice what you need to. I'd rather it be visible than choppy on the stream. So,
and people are still like, "Where's the tabletop with Mike?"
I talked to him during the show. The tabletop's out there. He can send it back to me, so that will show up. As silly as that was.
Yes. Okay. It was recorded on January 19th or so,
as well as a panel that we did with Mike and Dusty.
Oh man,
relevant.
Oh man, panels.
Oh, and I do need to check with you and Pixel. Roger wants to do another tabletop sometime soon. So
sweet.
Yeah, so we need to schedule that. He's already got everything planned. We just need to figure out when our schedules are the best.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get this party started because I have a whole bunch of nothing important to do today.
Okay. Oh, and Starry is not here today. She actually went out to placate her mom. And so that is being done at this time down in San Jose. I do have one more thing, and this might affect plans for next week, so I'll just give an FYI. My brother's partner yesterday went into intensive care in Denver. Unconscious at this time as far as I'm aware. Just was sick in the morning. By the evening something had happened. There was hemorrhaging. Unconscious, needs to be put in the surgery. They don't know how well he is at this point. I might have to make a trip to Denver soon, so that might make next week interesting. So
oh man,
we'll see how that goes. Let me shut off my phone so it does not make tweety noises.
Good point.
Yeah, there we go. Vibros. So
I know you guys would all love to hear Pac-Man going off in the middle of the stream, but
yeah, it would be a Sandy cast. Those are always terrifying, aren't they?
just put Mike on, just so that way you have a foil that's completely crazy. I mean, in all likelihood, if something did happen, it would only be a day or two. I would probably be out in Denver, so I very well could be back relatively soon.
It's like, if I'm gonna have to do a solo show, possibly, I'm gonna check our guest list for next week. Okay, bronies for good. Okay. Oh no, I spoiled.
oh man,
I spoiled about upcoming guests. AC. Oh no!
You've turned my world upside down.
What? All right. Well, spoiling upcoming shows. Truly, I am the loosest of cannons.
Truly.
Yep. So. Let's rev this up.
Should we? I'm having a lot of fun with this slider.
I know you are.
Why not?
It's like you're in the negative zone.
Hold on.
Oh my
god. Oh man, if I give it a little tilt, now I'm edgy.
Oh boy.
This show is so edgy. All right. All right, let's actually start a show. Let me get the recorder ready.
You spin my head right round.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. I'm now going to have that stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
Mike? No, not Mike.
No, Mike from the chat.
Oh, Mike. Okay. Silly Mike. Oh, yay. Mr. D loops in. He's the one editing our video. It's like mostly 88% done, so it'll be done soon. All right, let's do a show. Pull up the duck.
Right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode number 101, recorded on April 13th, 2013. I am your host, Apple Cider. Hello. How are you? We're at 101. We're taking you back to school. Getting schooled here. Hey, Sandy.
Yo.
Class is in session.
All right, we're going to learn about music today.
Learn it up. Are we?
Oh, we are.
Yo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Well, who's this mysterious voice that you've added into our stream here today?
Our guest today is Baschfire, instrumental musician. He's done a whole bunch of albums and a bunch of music on YouTube. He does some good stuff. Say hello.
What up?
You are
So, we do have 2 questions we have to ask before the show can progress any further.
We're charging through it today, are we, Sandy?
I
Come
know,
on,
right?
Let's cool it down. Let's charge. How have you been?
Oh,
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's been a busy week. Last week was relatively nuts with 12 hours of gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the just for those out there that I'm just like, well, Sandy, I'm sorry that I shot you down. I'm just going like, wow, we're charging in real quick. I just want to have a little chat with both you, Sandy, as well as our guest. That's okay.
It's cool. It's cool.
But for those that were wondering about the 18-minute episode you got last week, you will get a there will be YouTube videos of all 12 hours that should be going up that you can enjoy. So that's for that. Sandy, how are you this week?
I'm doing pretty good.
Besides,
I found out something pretty important.
What's that?
I have a normal heart.
It's not made of stone or glass
it's not made of stone or bacon or anything terrible, and
I think a bacon.
My heart is okay, so I will not be dying anytime soon, at least from my heart.
And what,
wait. Are you implying that bacon is terrible?
If my heart was made of it, that would be.
But explain a little bit, because I recalled that there was something going on a little bit earlier in this week that precipitated this.
Oh, okay. So I mentioned back in February, right? I had really bad sleep apnea and been having some rather expensive medical bills this year. So I got my CPAP, and that's all cleared up. So my sleep apnea is well under control. But because I'd had it for so long, my sleep apnea for so long, and it had been so severe, my doctor was concerned I'd had heart damage.
Ooh.
And because it was a possibility, because of the severity and the length of time it had it. But I've spent probably a lot of money going to a cardiologist and having a number of tests run. And the end result is your heart is normal. You're just fat. And America, USA, USA.
Did you immediately go out and like get the biggest burger you could find just in defiance of that? Just like, I'll show you.
No,
I will have all the Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, don't tempt me.
How's it like actually having like a decent night's sleep? Like how is that totally different than?
Oh, dude, you have no idea. So,
yeah, please. I would love to know what that's like.
I slept for a solid 7.5 hours last night and woke up this morning feeling awesome.
And this is opposed to how you felt before, which was...
Well, AC, you saw me how I was at FC.
Mm-hmm.
And how damn tired I was all the time. So, all right, we fixed that.
Oh, that's good. So,
Yeah.
To move on, Bosch, how are you?
I'm good. I'm a little tired.
Are you? Do you need a CPAP machine? I know of somebody that can loan you his if you need to take a nap.
I suffer from the chronic disease that is I can't stop making music.
Is that true? That sounds like a terrible disease for people that might need bumpers and or intros and or other parts of their show if you are so interested.
I know, right? This guy, I mean, he produces a huge amount of stuff. All day, every day.
Just
at this point. Mornings.
At this point, we can't see it, but your hands gently stroking the keys of a keyboard, just trying to keep them from actually touching.
The music wants to come out.
I actually about 15 minutes before we asked, like about 2:45 my time, because I'm way on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. I was actually finishing up a little bit of a new track that I'm working on right now.
Is it good?
I really couldn't stop.
Is it a good track?
It's different.
Oh.
I would say it's arguably a cross between Yorubi and what I guess dubstep, but doesn't really count.
Uh-oh, does it have a fat drop?
It has a drop, but it doesn't sound like dubstep.
Wub wub wub.
Is it like a piano drop or something?
Mm.
Is it like an oboe drop? You're gonna
No, it's pretty traditional synths and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, something I've been experimenting with.
Okay, excellent. All right. So now that I feel like we've settled everything, Sandy, you want to ask the two?
Okay.
Ask the
Can
twin.
I
You're
ask the
allowed now.
questions?
You're
Okay.
allowed. We can do this.
Okay. Okay. Here I go. All right. Now we do have the two questions that I was so cruelly shot down on over earlier. Your favorite character? Who is your favorite character?
Oh, I would actually have to say Princess Luna, with a very close second of Applejack.
An Applejack fan. Oh my.
Oh.
Aren't you a rare breed? And your favorite episode?
I would say either Super Cider, C6000, or whatever the Scootaloo and Luna episode was.
Sleepless in Bronyville.
There we go.
Yes. I know all Sleepless in Ponycon. I'm updating the doc and typing the wrong thing. Sleepless in Ponycon. There's an episode title.
Sounds like my life.
Cons are not for sleeping. Cons are for drinking and partying.
Scootaloo goes to a convention.
That sounds like Big Apple PonyCon.
Scootaloo accompanies Lyra to Humanicon.
Stays up way too late trying to meet the guests.
Yes.
Finally meets them all at the bar, yet cannot enter because she is a filly.
The voice actor scene for My Little Human.
Good kitty. All right, excellent. Glad to have you on, Bosch, and we will be talking about how you create all the instrumentals and you make all of your delicious music. I got I had a little taste myself a little earlier. For any of the out there that are listening to this, if you want to follow along, we have news and all sorts of stuff. One cool thing, emails. You can all catch that if you go over to our website at bronyvillepodcast.com or bronyshow.com. Also, if you're watching the video, look right over there. There's a link to the doc. You don't even have to ask for it in the stream anymore. Just type that into your browser. How easy is that? All right, well, let's go ahead and move this on. Sandy, who's our lovely sponsor?
Our sponsors, We Love Fine. These guys have been selling pony shirts for like the past 2 years at this point. It is crazy. And of course, they've added a whole bunch of other new stuff like Gravity Falls. You can actually purchase Dipper's hat, which is fantastic. But on the pony side of things, they have recently added. Their deal of the day is the Nyan Cat Dash with the looking unimpressed with her Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart body.
Is that a Metroid shirt? I'm looking at their website now, but they've added a whole just host of like anime shirts and the like too. Weird. So We Love Fine. They do lots of cool fandom shirts. They're currently running a contest, the Ponies versus Villains Design Contest, where they have 2 separate contests ongoing. With, as I wait for the page to load. Okay, so the villain side of things is being judged by Jim Miller, and the second judge is to be announced. It's a pony villain design contest.
Doho pony
with
villain.
The judges' first prize of $5,000. Judge pick 300 or 500. Goodness, judge pick of 300 and 3 $100 runners up. And there's more. 5 winners from each will be qualified to enter a separate My Little Pony villain contest. With 2 more weeks and a grand prize of $2,500. Yay!
I had no clue that Big Jim Miller was the voice of Sombra.
Well, I mean, when you have such range as crystals and slaves, I mean, it's really hard to not know who that was. And on the pony side of thing, we have Tara and Nicole Oliver. doing judging there. So yeah, there's going to be yet another round of pony design contests, because those always seem to attract a large number of interested parties.
There are 13 submitted so far, it looks like.
But it started started just a little bit ago too.
I really want to see how many of them are terrible.
Oh man, better watch out. But as for us, if you use the coupon code Bronyville10, you can save 10% off your purchase.
That's cool.
That's always fun.
Takes care of tax, maybe a little shipping. It all depends. Unless you're in Europe, then it doesn't take care of that much.
It doesn't take care of much at all. If you're in Europe,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Order in bulk, find friends. I know it's hard.
All right, so moving on to the news.
So fire status is
glacial.
Wow.
There's no fire. There's some grumps maybe among the people that didn't get into BronyCon's vendor room, but other than that, I mean, the community as a whole has very little in the way of controversy going on right now, which is good.
So much so that I had to make controversy this week.
Yes, AC, you certainly tried.
I think my most popular tweet was the Canterlot was Constantinople. That was the one that was particularly the internet loved that one.
But the Turks.
I love that.
I think we need to have a pony version of the Turks now.
Yep.
That was. I felt so proud of myself.
The Saddle Arabians. There you go.
There you go.
Just kind of stereotype the whole section of the world right there. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So what has happened?
Well, let's see. The pony sales for March are out, and they are very good. Obviously the first run sales were the biggest, and as the comic progresses, people are picking it up, but it's still doing very well. My Little Pony Friendship's Magic issue number 4 sold 41,541 copies for March, and issue 5 sold 36, even though it was released later in the month, so there wasn't as many weeks for sales. Ponies continues to beat out things like Daredevil and Ultimate Spider-Man and Deadpool Illustrated and Batman Incorporated, and is only just barely behind things like Wolverine and the X-Men and The Flash by less than 1,000. So in terms of comics, it is the highest rated for IDW yet again, and still right up there with the mainstream comic titles. Even the microseries Rainbow Dash, which wasn't the greatest, still beat out things like Superboy and Scarlet Spider and Venom, and not that much far behind Astonishing X-Men number 60. So yeah. So the 3 comics that came out in March are still in the top 100. So IDW has themselves a winner.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on Comixology to pull up their particular like the rankings. It looks like at least for today, it's not on the top 25. But let me see if I could find some sort of like ranking.
So March 2013, based off comiccron.com. It's linked off of the Derpy Hooves news article that I'm linking here. So hey, the pony's still doing good, and the current arc with Nightmarity is looking pretty cool.
That's a spoiler that hasn't been shown yet.
No, it's not. It's right there in the comic.
Well, wait, is there a new one? Is there one I haven't seen?
It's like next month, and it has a picture of Nightmare Rarity.
Yeah, but that's still a spoiler.
That's not a spoiler. It's in the next month.
But it's not in the current month. We don't. Rarity's totally fine. Ignore anything Sandy said.
Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. Good job, Whooshy Things.
Sandy's
Verity is best nightmare pony.
No, don't say she's totally fine. There's nothing that we are aware of that may be occurring next comic book. Quiet.
I'm ruining everything.
Ah, Sandy. No. No.
Error. Computer over. Virus equal very yes.